Live from the African Homes Entertainment Online TV studio. I am your favorite actress, Trisha 001, and presenter for this program, AHE Connect. With me here in the studio is our guest for today's program, this handsome, vibrant actor in our industry. Welcome to the first edition of AHE Connect. Can you please introduce yourself to the viewers?
All right, thank you very much,
You're welcome.
actress Trisha. I greet all the listeners out there. I am Mohamed Zaidan Toure, an actor of Africa Homes Entertainment, serving in the executive position of a props and stage manager. I'm also a member of Actors Guild Sierra Leone, serving in the executive position of a regional secretary, Southern Chapter Sierra Leone.
In today's program, we shall be discussing key issues within and around our industry. Now, as an industry professional, can you please educate the viewers the intersection of film and theater in African storytelling?
Of course, this is a broad topic of interest, and we are discussing things that some we are familiar with, and maybe the other we are not familiar with.
Yeah.
Because in Africa today, when you talk of film, even a child of 5 years can tell you what is a film.
Yeah.
You understand? But theater, that's quite difficult. So I would like to throw light on theater briefly before we go to the intersections. Okay.
All right, okay.
Theater, as we know, that involves live performance of a story, idea, or concept in front of an audience. All right. It has elements in succeeding this theater performance. The elements we have are what? Acting, dialogues, music, dance, set design, lighting, and the rest to create a narrative experience. And then this can also be presented in different forms.
Yeah.
Theater can be presented in different forms, such as what? Plays, drama, improvisation, experimental performances. Okay, so let's just say that's just theater for somebody who doesn't know what is theater. All right, so when we come to the intersections of theater and film in Africa storytelling are rich and diverse. All right, they are diverse in a way that they blend traditional and cultural forms of contemporary expressions to tell stories that resonate deeply with African audiences. Okay. All right, both the medium, the theater and the film, and to some extent they have served and they are still serving as what? Tools for cultural expressions, historical reflections, and what? Social commentary at both African and global stages. How the African story writers, the directors, how they have succeeded in cascading that information at a global stage. To some extent, the story and the story of our Africa identity is not only known by Africans. It is equally known by Westerners and the global at large. At those days, we had not gone into the cinematic innovation as it is today, where we have film and the rest of
those days our eyes were not open.
Of course. So you realize that there have been some kind of tensions between modernity and tradition. Okay. And some of the tools that we are used to cascade the message or to tell the people as to how they react or what they should do, how they react to issues of that nature. Theater, specifically in those early days, succeeded in cascading the message to people. You understand? Mm-hmm. It was not as much as it is today when the world evolves. The world is evolving, and therefore we are coming into the technological ages, okay, where we have what? Film and some kind of cinematic developments.
Now, tell us how film and theater have helped the society.
Like I started it, film and theater have contributed greatly, and they have helped societies greatly. In the actual sense, I would like to take you back into the early days, when we have the Shakespearean time. All right, we have a story such as written by one of the African's greatest writers, Wole Soyinka, The Lion and the Jewel. That is a story that actually has a tension between tradition and modernity. How the Africans have to stay glued to their tradition, how they have to maintain and preserve their African culture, and at the same time adapting to new way of life. This was not quite easy, but the message was cascaded through film, and what? Theater. All right? The theater and film have helped society in the areas of what? Colonization, as we know of the stories. It has helped society in the area of what? Like, for example, South Africa, when they had apartheid regime. When they had apartheid regime, film and theater were some of the key tools that we are used to fight that particular regime, that particular repressive regime, to say. All right? We have human rights, we have independence, and then we have social class. We have films of today that are teaching individuals that no matter how poor you are still liable to fall in love with that rich person out there. No matter how rich you are, there's possibility for you to fall in love with that poor person out there. You understand? So all of these messages have been sent, have been cascaded to the people through film and theater in the time past. For those who we are having time for theater, you know, like I said initially, theater has to do with play. And then the directors and the African story writers, they have helped so much in cascading, helping the people to know how they should go about their human rights, how they should have their gender equality. Gender equality, like in the case of South Africa. In the case of South Africa, where we have, I will take it back, let's say Sarafina. Thank you. Yeah, that story, Sarafina. Sarafina, we know in the apartheid regime of South Africa, there was a serious machination of trampling the rights of the black by the white.
Yeah.
So how actually the people, like the victims of that circumstance, how they resonated with the message as to how they channeled their dissatisfaction into having their right as individuals to live freely in the land of South Africa.
Yeah.
You understand? Theater helped in so many ways in cascading that message. But at a broader pace, when you look at a broader pace, we talk of what? Film. Film has helped in so many ways, in the diverse ways, to cascade these messages. Because like in the theater days, it has its own emotions. Theater has its own emotions for those who have been witnessing theater performances. But it hasn't been as big as film is now doing in the world. Because like in those days, for those who are witnessing theater performances, like if you are 100, the message only goes to 100 people. Except if you like, you take it home. But film of today, it can be cascaded to millions of, if not billions of people in the world.
So what are the advantages from before theater and now filming for kids that are coming up? What are the advantages for them? Theater before and film now we are doing.
Yeah, of course. That is also key to note, that in the early days, the theater days, well, I will not say it wasn't good, but it was not as better as it is today.
Why?
Because theater in those days, the message will not flow to the extent it ought to flow.
Okay.
There will be an issue that has to do with millions of people. All right? But if it is to be performed at a theater, the message can only be cascaded to few people.
Few people, okay.
That these are those who have the interest to go and see what is happening, to get the message. You understand? So that is why we have cinematic innovation. That is how cinematic innovation came into play.
Okay.
You understand? So when cinematic innovation came into play, this evolved into what? Filmmaking. Yeah. So at a bigger and a broader pace, you realize that to some extent, film is cascading message. It is helping to send out social messages to people at a larger pace than that of the theater in the early days.
And most of the messages are good ones.
Of course,
they are
of course.
one.
Of course, like I was telling you, like colonization, film and theater have helped so much in fighting colonization. It has helped so much in fighting independence. It has helped so much in giving rights to people under the grounds of equal rights and then also gender equality.
All right.
And most of the films we have today, they are preaching on daily basis as to how women in society and the children must have their right to live cohesively.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wow. He seems very grounded in our discussion. Let's get a short commercial and we shall be back.
AHE TV, where African culture meets entertainment. Subscribe now and experience the richness of Africa.
Welcome to the final segment of our program, AHE Connect. Back to our guest, Actor Moturi.
Thank you so much.
Now, as a member of the African Homes Entertainment that is actually making the waves in our industry currently, the viewers out there may want to know the latest update, productions, and more about the company.
Okay. Africa Homes Entertainment as an organization was established in 2020. For the years past, we have had our movie activities. We did Living in Love as our first movie, episode 1. And we did Marido's Wahala. We also did What Goes Around Comes Around. And then all of these movies, if you can check our YouTube channel, they are there. And the most important one I will tell you of is the one we recently did, which is one of the most expensive movie ever shot in the history of Sierra Leone, which is Never Enough. I'm sure that title is not new. It's not making waves, like he said. We have pile of activities to do, all right? Our current affairs for 2025, we have our calendar of events in which we have activities such as movie projects, like the Calabash 1 and 2, which we shall be doing. And then we also have our tons of roles. We have to embark on our premieres of those movies. And then we also have to engage into some agricultural and charitable services as it is part of our activities. And then, of course, we have Parts Unknown, which is a very good program, like we are doing this one, the AHE Connect, you understand? We also have another special event, which we call Parts Unknown. We are embarking on, like we started initially in the first segment of our program. We deal with ethnicity. We deal with mythological research, African mythological research. We embark on ethnic research. We also embark on some other traditional or cultural researches. All right, that all of this come under Parts Unknown. All right, so we also have AHE Connect, African Homes Entertainment Connect, that is happening now. The program we are having right now, AHE Connect, and which we shall be having our weekly programs. Like for today's program, like he said, we discuss and we are discussing about the organization, and also we discussed inter alia about the intersection of film and theater. So in our subsequent weeks, we shall be discussing subsequent programs. All right. So we have pile of activities. Like I said, these are just few, and then we have some activities that we do on daily basis. All right. Like the one I just spoke of, they are timely. Like for this one, we offer this service to the public on daily basis. Okay. We are into African movies, the production of African movies, where we do skits, short films, length films, documentaries of any kind. All right. We are also into professional photo shooting, your seminars, birthdays, weddings, all of that. All right. We are into that also. And then we also embark on what? African traditional fan shop exhibition. Yeah. So we are also into agriculture and charitable services. All right. So, and then I am sure we might have seen advertisement on the media as regard our office space, which is at number 9, Bacon Street, Fulawan section, New London.
Wow, what a lengthy calendar of events. This is great.
Thank you.
As we have heard from our guests here, the responses and analysis have been so clear and educative so far. Now, Actor Moturi, let's get a brief summary and key takeaways for our viewers as we are getting to the climax of the show.
All right, the key takeaways I would like the audience to take home is that I want to keep them abreast of our activities, our daily activities. in our office space. The photo shooting, when you want to engage into your weddings, your birthdays, your graduations, and then seminars, event coverage, or any kind of that. All right, we have an expert for that. And then when you also want to engage into movie production, script writing script writing, and the project management, the documentaries, and all of that services, like I said initially. All right, if they are in need of our services, let them visit our office space at number 9 Bacon Street, Fulham Section, New London. All right, and then let them also go to our social media platforms. To start with, our YouTube channel. If you want to get access to all of our activities, our movies, to say AHE TV, that's our YouTube channel name, AHE TV. That's the name of our YouTube channel, AHE TV. And for WhatsApp, TikTok, Facebook, every other kind of social media now, we have African Homes Entertainment. All right, the name doesn't change at all. Africa Homes Entertainment, unlike the YouTube channel, that is AHE TV. So go there, subscribe to our services. You want to have our product, you want to watch our movies, go to our YouTube channel. And you want to have comments or any other thing, go to our Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp, Instagram, please. All right.
Thank you very much, Actor Moture. It has been great having you here for the first edition of our program, AHE Connect. Please don't forget to leave your comments, opinions, and contributions about the topic and how you think we can improve on the show for subsequent programs. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and kindly share the link. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Actor Moture.
Thank you.
It was nice having you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.